professionals and possessing the expertise to handle any roofing project, big or small. Visit their website today for a free roof assessment at www.coalitionrestoration.com or give them a call at 402-607-8186.
You're counting on your team to win, so why not prove it? By placing your bets at Warhorse Sportsbook. Their win is your win. Put your money where your mouth is on nearly every sporting event. Use the Warhorse app to check odds and build your bets before placing your wagers in person at Warhorse Casino, including live in-game betting. No bets, no glory. Wagers may only be placed on Nebraska-based teams when played outside the state of Nebraska. Must be 21 or older to gamble. Gambling problem? Call 1-833-BET-OVER.
For 15 years, Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping has been helping Lincoln become healthier, happier, and more fit through our proven combination of kickboxing, strength training, and nutrition coaching. And to celebrate 15 years of success, we're offering you 50% off our next 10-week challenge beginning September 14th. That's 10 weeks of fun group fitness classes and individualized coaching for half off. And at the end of the 10 weeks, someone's walking away with $1,000 for the best transformation. Come check it out. What do you have to lose? Click on the banner at theticketfm.com to learn more. Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping at 40th and Yankee Hill or 70th and Vine. And check us out online at fxblincoln.com.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and we are out of the gate for September with a very special GMC sales offer. We must move out all new GMC truck inventory fast. So right now at Koppel, we are offering true GM supplier pricing for everyone. Yes, you heard right. True GM supplier pricing on all GMC Sierras. That's over $12,000 off on select models. That's GM supplier pricing, $12,000 off on Sierras. Do not wait. Stop on in or check us out online at koppelcars.com.
Hello, Charlie Stone here, and joining me is Andy Goodyear of Honda of Lincoln. Andy, I was noticing on your website you have more than 150 new 2024 and 2025 Hondas in stock right now.
Yes, we do, Charlie. It's neat when you drive by and see all the cars on our lot, and we have most all models and all different colors available, and we even have more than hundreds on the way. We also have the all-new, all-electric 2024 Honda Prologue in stock right now. We have a few of them to choose from, plus qualified buyers get financing from just 1.9% APR.
How about your pre-owned selection?
I talked to a lot of my customers and friends, and they still think that we just sell brand new Honda, but we sell all different models, make of pre-owned cars, and we have more than 100 to choose from right now.
Well, maybe it's time you come experience the Honda of Lincoln way of doing business, 27th and Yankee Hill Road, or online at hondaoflincoln.com.
Shopping for new flooring is different today. Getting your questions answered, making the right selection, getting the best value, and installed quickly and professionally. Visit ostreetcarpet.com or shop our store. We'll answer all your questions and help you make the right choice. You'll be enjoying your new floor in just days for less than you'd pay elsewhere. Carpet, vinyl, wood, laminate, tile, and area rugs. We've got it all.
O Street Carpet.
1732 O Street. Family owned and operated. Always the best value.
Whether you like fishing together or fishing to get away, for the thrill of reeling in a big one, or just going out to have a good time, on the banks of your local pond, at a bend in a river, or on one of our many lakes and reservoirs, you'll always find the perfect place to cast a line, here, beneath Nebraska skies. Start planning your next fishing adventure today at letsfishnebraska.com. Sponsored by Nebraska Game and Parks, aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
This is 93.7 The Ticket.
Look at me, sure. Look at me, sure. I'm the captain now.
Three-time national champion Vershawn Jackson.
Oh, I got a bunch all alone is Vershawn Jackson. And Vershawn will get it to the 24-yard line.
Nebraska Football Hall of Famer.
Terrell Farley.
Defending Terrell Farley,
who last week in his first start was a holy terror. Number 43.
And Jake Bakoven. Coming at you live from the Koppel Chevrolet GMC studios in the heart of Lincoln, America. On air and online at theticketfm.com. Powered by Bauer.
Can't. Kirk.
What's up?
Still having trouble hearing you, Vershawn, but this is the captain here on 93.7 Ticket and the TFM.com. It is Window World Wednesday. So
What's
Todd
up?
Bueller is in studio with us, and it's been a while. That's why we may have a few problems here as we're figuring it out. It's been a while.
Oh, I'm good.
Anyways, there we go. There's Vershawn from the Red Room.
Yeah, I'm good. This is a rarity. This is a rarity, but you know what? Sometimes you got to improvise on the fly. I got my hard hat on.
Yeah. See the hard hat? Awesome, man.
Dude, how you doing, Todd? It's good to
Great.
see you. What'd you think about that Colorado game, Todd?
It was awesome. Obviously, second half, we wanted to maybe see a touchdown or 10 more. But hey, a win's a win, right? I mean, that was a big game, big momentum builder. I was telling Bach before we went on, like I had an experience that most probably will never get to do. We, as a 94 team, led a little tunnel walk, and then my son's first ever tunnel walk, he got to run right by me. It was pretty awesome. So it was a really cool experience for us as a family. So
Yeah, I thought that was special. That was a special time, a special moment for all the guys in the 1994 team to come back together again, to bring that energy that we had. I mean, that stadium was absolutely rocking,
man. It was awesome. I mean, it's been 10 years since I've seen that, probably. Well, at least 9. I think the Miami game, I think that was 9 years ago, wasn't it?
Yeah,
2014. When I thought about, you know, how, you know, you think about we had the dinner on Friday, and the captain spoke, and you know me being a captain too, but I have to always yield to those guys because those are the older brothers.
Yeah.
Right. Those are the guys who you beg to work out with. Can I work out with you? Because you wanted to be like them. Like I wanted to work out with Sty, even though I couldn't go handle those 100-pound dumbbells. I could do 50s.
Right.
And so when those guys are speaking, I have to yield, and I had to go back to those days and where I used to be on the pecking order, and that is all the way at the back of the bus. And so I was like, okay, let me do what I used to do. And I think somebody's got they got a film of it, but I let everybody go out. You know, I went out last, and I did what I usually do. I go and I get the fans involved, and I try to slap every hand of every little kid that's standing at that rope and let them feel what it feels like, because I was that little kid one day. Well, 18, 17, whatever it is, years before that, I was at this standing there getting high fives from those guys.
Yeah, it was awesome. Yeah, I tried to high five as many of those kids as I could too. I mean, you know, we won't get an opportunity to do that again, maybe until next year with the 95 team, but still, like, it's the best feeling in the world to be able to, you know, make a kid's day and give them a high five. And I actually got a point of view video of it myself. Got my son running by me. It's on my personal profile, and at minute 5:02, he runs by me, and his face it's pretty cool. You gotta kind of slow it down in order to actually see him, because he's running so fast, and then he sees me, and he's like, ah. it was great. So, but what an experience! What a game! Way to show up, black shirts. I mean, I mean, we just absolutely dominated that on the defensive side. It was so fun to watch.
Yeah, well, I can tell you now, you know, Tommy Hill, he looks the part to me. I can tell you that now. I mean, Tommy Hill was coming up, making big time hits, and just defensively, the way we flew around to the ball, I thought that was probably one of our best defensive performances that I've seen in a while.
In a long time.
As a team.
Yeah, as a team. Absolutely. Everybody flying. Bullock's had a heck of a game that they all did. I mean, they all played well. It was a great team effort. So now it's, can we keep that momentum going, right? We know it's one game at a time. So Northern Iowa, here we go. Hopefully we can just hand it to them.
You mean this Northern Iowa track meet? The Northern Iowa track meet we got coming up?
Yeah,
Saturday.
we got track meet coming up. Yeah,
that's track meet. It's going to be a track meet.
Yeah.
And if you want to, the text line is open. I love to take the text when I'm in the red room, but it's going to be a track meet. I would love to see us shut down the doctor after the first series in the third quarter and get some of those other guys into the game like we did before. Because I know Coach Rule, that is something that he loves. You know, I think it impresses him more when he can get 100+ guys in the game than anything else, because that meant you dominated the game. You got some young guys, Mueller, you and me, we got in the game. You got in before I did, but when I started getting in the game, we would usually be in at the same time. I'm fullback, you tailback.
Yeah.
And it would be wash-up time. But let me tell you, we was just as excited in wash-up time to get us somebody else than those starters were.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it was just nice to hit somebody else besides our own team, right? Going through practices that we went through and then get to go out. I mean, my first game was against West Virginia, and I had, I think, 2 plays, but I got the ball one time, and I mean, what a thrill. And then we came back home, and I can't remember who we played. Was it Pacific? But yeah, getting the young, I mean, and obviously back in our day, that happened a lot, right? And it just gave you a sense of, hey, I'm part of the team, right? Like, I actually played in the game, and that was enough to motivate you to go practice, you know, your tail off for the next week, right? To make sure that guys were going to execute at a high level so we could get in, right? Like, you know, so it always kind of inspired me to work even harder when you get in a game, because it's like, you know, that we want the first team to dominate so that we can get in. And there's nothing like being on Memorial Field, man, and actually taking a snap. I wouldn't trade it for anything, I don't think.
Yeah, and I would love to ask those guys, have they ever played? You know, if Colorado goes on to play well against the teams that they play well against, you know, the rest of their schedule, I think we can go back to this game and say, this is why the fans are important. Because I'm telling you, you could not hear in that stadium. So shout out to the fans for being there to support our team and really, really making it loud and making it unbearable for Colorado, who tried to simulate the noise, not to be able to simulate the noise.
Yeah. Shout out to the fans always. You know, they've been supporting Husker football for a long time, but I can tell you, I've been to a lot of Husker games. I've been in some really big games, and that atmosphere was just absolutely rocking. And you know, third down was insane. It was so much fun to be, and then be down on the sideline with the 94 team, just taking it all in. It was an awesome experience.
Well, and it wasn't, you know, just the fans and us that were impressed by it. Let's go to Travis Hunter here. He has some. This is on the Travis Hunter Show on TikTok, and this was a quick little bit of Travis Hunter. It's weird these days. You can hear from the players right afterwards in their own words. But this is Travis Hunter, pretty complimentary of Nebraska because it's from TikTok. There's a few sounds in the background, but ignore that. Here's Travis Hunter commenting on playing at Nebraska.
We're going to break down the game, Nebraska game. They came out fast. They hit us in the mouth. We ain't had no response. That's pretty much what happened. And Nebraska's a good team, and they beat us fair and square. And we just got to come out and do better. We got to play Colorado football, and that's not Colorado football.
No discredit to the team. Good team. They played good ball. But I want to give more credit to their fan base and the way they got their stadium set up. They give you hell from the time you step foot out your locker room to the time you get to the field.
That environment was top 10.
Yeah, I got to give it to them.
The little light show in the fourth quarter, that was cool too. I ain't even gonna lie, that was a good little show, boy. That fans was loud on third down when you break the huddle, when you get in the huddle. I can't even think to myself how loud it was. Yeah, shout out to Nebraska.
So there you have it, Travis Hunter giving some compliments to Nebraska in the crowd, and it was fun too. The little battle he had with Tommy Hill. Tommy said he was very talkative in the first half, and for some reason he stopped talking so much trash in the second half.
When you get hit in the mouth, you don't say much. That's why we didn't do a lot of talking. We let our pads do the talking. When your pads do the talking, by the end of the game, those guys want to be your best friend. And the fact that he was gyrating around, jiggling, dancing, doing all that old tomfoolery at the beginning of the game, wearing all the jewelry, and to me, it's just a bunch of buffoonery. It's a ton of buffoonery, and so I think it takes away from the game, and it gives those young men, meaning Colorado, a false sense of what a football player is. A real football player is a blue collar worker. A real football player, you don't have to tell him to go work out. You don't have to tell him to go do something extra, because he wants to put himself in the best shape possible to be the best him possible when you're playing sports.
Yeah, and I think some of these guys are more worried, and not our guys, thank goodness, but a lot of these guys that are more worried about their YouTube channels, their Instagram handles. Like literally, Hunter has video of him before the game. Hey, make sure you like and subscribe. Like literally, camera following him around, warming up, and talking to, creating content for, like, man, you're playing Nebraska. Like or I don't care who you're playing. Like you're worried about your YouTube subscribers. Like we're playing football. We're not, it's crazy to me. It's just, and I get it. It's a different time. It's a different era of football, but that could be another reason why, you can have all the 5 stars you want, but if they're more worried about their YouTube channels than playing football, that's what happens, right?
Do you think Deion is on the hot seat right now?
Absolutely. I mean, why wouldn't he be?
Yeah, because how can you?
What's he won? 5 games?
Yeah, you're getting your hand. You're getting your hand. Handed to you by a team that you're supposed to hate. You get dominated, and it's a good thing. It's a really good thing that I believe. Again, I don't know, and I'm not speaking for coach, but the way the second half went, the refs called the dogs off, and Coach Rule called the dogs off. We got a question real quick, and then I'll let you go ahead and jump in here, but let's hit this question off the text line. Jason B says this: if Dylan was doing it, you guys would subscribe.
Yep. I mean, it is a different era, but
I would not subscribe.
I don't subscribe to many YouTube channels at all. So,
except for 93.7 The Ticket, of course.
I'm subscribed to that one. Yes. But it's like I said, it's a different era of football. It's a different player. The physicality is not, what it used to be. I mean, the targeting calls, like I thought there was 2 obvious ones and one not so obvious, and I was wrong on all 3. You know what I mean? Like I like, how was that okay? Like, but it's crazy. Yeah, YouTube. Yeah, I don't know if I would subscribe, but
well, I think it takes away from the game.
Yeah,
it takes away, because if you know that there's a camera following you around, you're not necessarily, that camera's there, and you may try to, do something for the camera that you normally wouldn't do if it was just football. And I don't think Coach Rule would ever allow some of the things that Colorado is doing, right? Because for them, it's all about the money. Hey, Bach, I tell you what I need you to do. Please get, and please get Must Be the Money by Deion Sanders when you get a chance. Just pull that up. Because I think that tells you everything you need to know in their mentality. You cannot, you can have that mentality when you get to the league. You can't have that mentality when you're in college.
Right,
and I wouldn't subscribe.
You get a few money bites up here. I don't know which one is it. Let me know if which one it is, because I don't know which song it is. That's not it. That's not it. That's not it.
Nope.
I know you have it somewhere. I gotta find it somewhere.
Hey, we'll keep talking while you keep finding it. All right. So 7809 says there's no hot seat for Deion. he's leaving Colorado once his kids are gone.
Yeah, that's honestly what I was exactly thinking. Like, is he really going to stay there after these guys are gone?
That would be the biggest. That would be the biggest hijack in the history of college football.
Yeah,
that's a hijack. Do you understand the depths that Colorado will go to if Deion leaves after this year?
I think it's a very good possibility.
Dude, that is not a good look, buddy.
Yeah. I would say too, I don't think he's quite on the hot seat yet. They are 1-1. He took over for a 1-win team. So going 4-8 is not great, but it's improvement. We have to see what they do here. And they've got Colorado State coming up, and I'll just say the Norvells and the Sanders have not always gotten along. And that's an in-state rivalry too. So if you can beat down the Rams, I think that would help, the Colorado morale around there. Obviously there's always going to be more of a bigger spotlight on Deion. There is talk about them, just because it was Deion and he had two of the top players about winning championships and stuff. But if you breathe and you understand what it is, then you know that Deion and this Colorado team shouldn't necessarily be a top 25 team. They're rebuilding. They've got some stars. Now, I will say that the worry is that they look the same as last year and still are very dependent on those two stars. And that's why there is the concern that he might just up and leave after this, because it's hard to imagine next year's team is going to be a whole lot better than this year's team.
Oh, it's going to be hot garbage. Now, Cigar Guy makes a point, and I want to make sure I'm going to say this because this is good. This is good. Cigar Guy says this. I get real calling the dogs off in the second half and just running the clock down. But I really wanted to see us destroy them, and they could have if they wanted to. You buying that, Euler?
No, I think we tried, right? Like you said, the refs had some of that. I mean, we did commit one holding penalty that I saw that was legit, but really didn't affect the play. And then the other holding call, I think, was a pancake block. I'm like, how do you call that holding? So I don't think he called the dogs off. I just think, at what point do you stop battling the refs and just take the win and come out of it healthy? We came out of it healthy, right? So I think too, I listened to his press conference on Monday. I mean, he totally felt we could score 40 to 50 points on that team. But at the same point, I still think, and I think you made a good point about the mentality, right? Like, these guys have been losing for the last 4 years, the seniors, now we're trying to get a winning mentality. We're just not at championship mentality, right? Rashawn, we were blessed. We came in to a championship mentality, program, that kind of culture where we did beat down people and there was no, letting off the gas pedal. And I don't think that coach necessarily let off the gas pedal. I just think the circumstances, he played it, he played it down, just, all right, let's just get this win and move on, right? Let's get to next week.
But here's what I'm saying, right? Because football's a game of two halves. And the second half of that game, we didn't end that game off because you're going to take the second half of that game and how you play into the first quarter of, right?
Yeah.
Of Northern Iowa track meet.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to take that. Now, hopefully we get to the point where we say, when we want to dominate a team, let's dominate them. You don't get up, you don't go 28-0. And if we were up 28-0, all of us rookies was like, oh, we're going to be in the game early.
We're salivating. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So I want to say this, and then we'll talk about this after the break. 4746 says, if he was trying to run out the clock, we would not be snapping the ball with 12 to 15 seconds left on the play clock. Makes a point.
Yeah.
Makes a point. And we were throwing the ball down the field as well. So I'm just simply saying, moving to Northern Iowa, we're going to get rid of this Colorado. It's over with on to Northern Iowa, but I wanted to make sure we put the kibosh on that, let you guys know that was probably one of the biggest wins that I've been a part of and been able to be privy to be there for.
Yeah.
Shout out to Nebraska, the fans, everybody that works in that at that football department are great. Everybody that's a part of it, from the janitor all the way up to the athletic director. Appreciate you, Troy, for doing what you did for us over the weekend. It is definitely appreciated. And I'm talking about our athletic director, that is. I felt like he really took care of us over this weekend because there was a lot of our guys there. We had steak. You could have ate steak. We were at training table times 10. Okay. Get us out of here, Buck. Get us out of here.
All right, you listen to the captain here on 93.7. The Ticket is Window World Wednesday, and we'll be back after this.
Ever stare at the Hog Wild menu and feel like you just can't make up your mind because it all looks so good? Well, when I want a little bit of everything, I get a little bit of everything on Hog Wild Smokestack Sandwich. On a butter-toasted bun, we pile on our hickory smoked beef brisket and juicy hot links. The hard part is choosing between fresh curly fries, classic baked beans, or coleslaw on the side. Order online at GoHogWild.com. Hog Wild Pit Barbecue, 3210 Cornhusker Highway in Lincoln.
Are you looking for affordable drinks and a great atmosphere this football season? Highball Bar has you covered. Whether it's pregame tailgating, postgame festivities, or in-game celebrations, Highball Bar is the place to be. With $4 beers, $4 mixed drinks, and more during their 4 to 8 p.m. daily happy hour, Highball Bar will quickly become your go-to place to sit back, unwind, and be your team's #1 fan. Highball Bar, located in downtown Lincoln, just 3 blocks from Memorial Stadium at 122 North 11th Street. Constructors is now hiring for all positions, with laborers starting at $23 and up based on experience. Constructors has immediate job openings for laborers, mechanics, bridge builders, operators, and drivers. Start your new career today. Constructors offers great pay, health, dental, and vision insurance, paid time off, paid holidays, and so much more. Join the crew today and be a part of Nebraska's oldest paving company dating back to 1908. For a complete list of openings and to apply online, visit constructorslincoln.com.
Shopping for new flooring is different today. Getting your questions answered, making the right selection, getting the best value, and installed quickly and professionally. Visit OStreetCarpet.com or shop our store. We'll answer all your questions and help you make the right choice. You'll be enjoying your new floor in just days for less than you'd pay elsewhere. Carpet, vinyl, wood, laminate, tile, and area rugs. We've got it all.
O Street Carpet.
1732 O Street. Family owned and operated. Always the best value.
It's the fall sports season, and that means that the school year is back in session and you're planning road trips for Nebraska football games and following your kids around to their different events. Stop telling yourself you'll upgrade your car someday and do it now. Mullen Motors lot is full of great vehicles to take home so you don't have to worry about your current car struggling through another season. Come check out their lot just north of 48th and Lake and find your next ride. As your fall schedule gets busy, you'll need a reliable way to get to your destinations. Mullen Motors.
No taglines, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
Have you ever gotten a car deal so good that you can brag about for decades? This is that deal. The government has given us a $4,000 instant credit on vehicles already at the historically lowest prices. Cars that were over $50,000 just 2 years ago are now selling below $20,000. See the deals here and drive away the car of your dreams at a price you never thought possible. Go to 4000off.com, 400off.com to learn more.
Ryan, with all this red and all these people around, I'm still not seeing the tailgate.
Todd Spidell, former body shop owner, terrible driver.
We're getting close. Now, did you know with 3 locations in Lincoln and hundreds of years of combined technician experience, we can get Husker fans back on the road even quicker and safer after their tailgate mishaps? Oh, Todd, turn left right here.
Left or right?
Left, right here.
Right?
Well, you wait for the tow truck. I'm getting a hot dog.
Well, I guess while I'm waiting. All right, most recommended Eustace Body Shop.
Woohoo! Dude, you should be on American Idol.
You really think so?
No.
Accidents happen, even to Husker fans. If it happens to you, call Eustace Body Shop, where our customers send their friends.
The most recommended Eustace Body Shop. That's who we are.
Follow the Huskers to the City of Angels when Nebraska plays at USC in November. Book your official Nebraska alumni travel package at huskerfantravel.com. Choose from 2 or 3 night options that include a downtown LA hotel, exclusive welcome event, game day transportation, and the official Husker Huddle pregame party. Add on game tickets for an optional upgrade. Transportation to and from LA not included. Join the official Nebraska alumni trip to see the Huskers play at USC. Spots are limited, so book your trip now at huskerfantravel.com.
I'm softball player Jordy Ball, and my schedule can get a little hectic. From softball practices to going to class, traveling for games, spending time with family, and catching up with friends, I am always on the go. I want a bank that can help me from anywhere, but also be there when I need them. That's Midwest Bank. They have the same mobile banking technology as those big banks, but have that hometown feel that I like every time I walk through the doors. They make banking easy no matter where I am. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank.
What a day. I could sure use an afternoon pick-me-up. Hold up. The new 93.7 The Ticket location has a milk, coffee, and tea inside? Oh yeah, this is a game changer.
Need an afternoon pick-me-up? How about a coffee or smoothie on your way to work? Stop by the Ticket Mill location on 1040 O Street to get your go-to drink or try out our new game day drinks exclusive to the Ticket Mill location. We know it'll make your day a million times better.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Underground, who has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know the baddest dudes in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and pedigree of success. Bauer, a family-friendly company who reminds you, go Big Red!
Your child was embarrassed when you arrived at their basketball game. 75% of parents or guardians report current alcohol use. Drinking alcohol can cause harm to children and loved ones. By drinking less, your child will be excited to see you at their basketball game. If you or a loved one is looking for help, find a treatment facility near you at findtreatment.gov. For immediate support, call, text, or chat 988.
Brought to you by Nebraska DHHS in partnership with SAMHSA.
Back with Vershawn Jackson, powered by Bauer, on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
I can't do it like Terrell.
Okay, welcome back. 93.7 The Ticket. Listen, when we moving past Colorado and on to Northern Iowa,
we're on.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we're going forward.
Okay. We're
Move
going
forward, Northern Iowa.
All right, we're going Bones. We're going forward, Bones. We're going forward, Bones. Gus Mohawk says, how many points do you have to score, or at what point of the game do you take the doctor out? I mean, I think if you're talking about Northern Iowa, once you get up, because I think it's going to kind of be the same thing like the first half of that Colorado game, but it's going to be worse. So it could be 40-0 going into halftime. And I think, if you get up 35-0, you pull them in the first half, right? And then you come out of halftime, you let them go to the first series, and if we score, you get out of there. You get him out, and you get prepared for the next game. But I think this should be a track meet. I think we should be able to get a lot of guys involved. 9839 says that, what up, Todd? Go Big Red.
Go Big
Farley,
Red.
You took the time to get my boy a few autographs during the open practice. Much appreciated. What's the offensive need to focus on to accomplish what you're talking about to have it put away in the first half this weekend? Landon from Norfolk. I think we do the same things we did in the first half of this game, last game. We ran the ball effectively. We passed the ball effectively. We ran misdirections. We hit the outside edges. Tight ends were involved. Receivers were definitely involved. Hey, I think we've got one of the best, and I think this guy's he's going to surprise some people, and he's going to get drafted. I'm going to go on a limb right now and tell you Ramir will get drafted. because
he runs
he's
hard.
one of those. Yes, he's one of those guys who can catch the ball out of the backfield just as effectively as he can run it. And in the league, that is that's a premium. That's a premium.
Yeah, you got to be able to catch the ball in the league, unless you're Derrick Henry and just run everybody over.
Right. Cigar guy says, I'm just annoyed because I was at work for the first half when all the good stuff happened. Dang, you just got the second half of play, but you seen a completely different game. Well,
Yeah.
defense was balling.
Defense played a complete 4-quarter game.
I think we need to go back and watch the game when Colorado scored, because was our starter still in the game at that point? I would imagine so.
Yeah,
they were.
Well,
that was off the block punt, right? So a little momentum there.
But did we really play good? Did we really play well in the second half? Well enough to say, if a person didn't watch the first half of the game and they watched the second half and didn't know the score, we lost the game.
Yeah, we lost the second half for sure.
So, and listen, you got to play the refs. That was one of the things that Coach Osborne told us. You don't leave it in the refs' hands. You know which game we left it in the refs' hands? 1993 Florida
State. Yep.
We didn't put it away.
Was it crazy that he talked about that on Friday night? I thought that
Coach Osborne?
Yeah. Like you got to be so good that the refs can't determine that. And once again, thank goodness that we played well enough in the first half that the refs didn't get Colorado back in the game. But I mean, obviously against the Florida State, they railroaded us pretty good. But Osborne moved on and said, "All right, let's go win the next two." Right?
Yep. A729 says, "What are Fidoni's chances of getting drafted?" Listen, Fidoni's got a year left, maybe 2.
He's got a year for sure.
Bob, check and see what he's got left. I think he's got 2 years left. Let me tell you something. Fidoni will definitely get drafted. No question. No, I mean, his blocking from last year to this year, I watch the tight ends. I watch tight ends, fullbacks, offensive linemen, because it starts there when they're blocking up front. When you have a good run game and they were opening up those holes, Fidoni was pulling from left to right and coming right off the tackles and kicking that end out or kicking that linebacker out. You know what I mean? And I thought he did a heck of a job to be 6'5", 6'6".
Yeah, I think
go back and watch some of those runs.
Yeah, if you watch the runs, he got after the linebackers for sure on those traps, and when he was kind of leading through there, and it's fun to watch him progress. Like you said, from last year to this year, complete different mentality in his blocking, and obviously the NFL, you're going to block a lot as a tight end. You're not just going to catch the ball, right? So I think, definitely is going to be a top draft prospect in the tight end. I don't know what round or whatever, but I think he'll be one of the top tight ends taken when he decides to go, as long as the health, the knees, the stuff like that. Sometimes that holds a guy back on how high up he gets drafted, right? Is the fact that he's dealt with some injuries in the past. So I think, he blocked well. I mean, if you look at all the big runs we had, he had a key block on most of those. So it's always good to, when your tight ends are doing their job, right? BJ, need your tight ends to do their job.
Right. A729. Well, to me, if you got a great tight end, you got something, because that means he's controlling the edge. Right. And then he's controlling the middle of the field, which I like the fact that we finally got the ball to him, both our tight ends, in the middle of the field, and let them work a little bit. Right. So you got to have that in order to put yourself in position to go all the way to the top. Because we're not playing football to go to a bowl game. I think that's the wrong mentality to have. We're playing football to win every single game. Take it game by game, week by week. But after we get through destroying our opponent, we look to the next opponent. It's Northern Iowa. So I think even with 2 ACL injuries, if he stays healthy for the rest of his career because he stayed healthy last year. He's on his way to staying healthy this year. And he does it again. I don't think they're going to have any questions about the knees. Now, he might not go, like Euler said, as high as he probably should have, or he probably could have without the injuries. But listen, all you need is a chip in the chair, buddy. You know what that means, right?
Yeah, I know what a chip in the chair.
Well, let me ask you guys this, though, because it is often said with a young quarterback, a tight end, a veteran tight end can be their best friend. So far, that's not been the case. 4 catches for 14 yards in 2 games. And obviously, everything's going well for the Nebraska football team. But why don't you think Fidoni's been unlocked in the pass game yet?
Well, if you ask me, you got to understand that he's going to be unlocked when we need him to be unlocked, right? There's going to come a time when we're going to go up against a defense that might have some defensive backs that will take our receivers away. Now you got to use the tight end. But I don't think we need to be, when I say we can't feature Fidoni until it calls for us to feature Fidoni, right? We because you got so many talented receivers out there that's going to get down the field. I'm not saying I think we should get the ball to him a little bit more, but I think he was targeted a few more times than that. I just believe that when the time comes and we play a defense that takes away the receivers, the tight end Fidoni is going to be big. He'll have a 100-yard game for us when we need him much. I guarantee, okay, Ohio State. In order to beat Ohio State, we're going into that game 7-0. It'll be the biggest, the next biggest game of the history of Nebraska football in 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
You will have to use Fidoni and the rest of those tight ends to beat him, throwing the ball down the field.
Yeah, well, I agree with you, Rashawn. I don't think we haven't needed him. The receivers have done a good job. So I think you'll see a lot more of him throughout the season. So he's an awesome player. Fun to watch.
Super fun to watch. Does Dowdell have another year?
Yeah, he's got plenty. Yeah, he's a sophomore.
Sophomore.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's fun to watch, too.
Hold that 34. I'll answer that question when we get back after the break. 93.7 The Ticket. It's the Captain Show.
Perch Merch is your one-stop shop for all your printing and promotional needs in Lincoln, Nebraska. They specialize in screen printing, embroidery, vehicle wraps, window wraps, print collateral, promotional products, and signage. At Perch Merch, they are committed to delivering high-quality products and exceptional customer service. Their experienced team of designers and printing professionals will work with you every step of the way to ensure that your vision is realized. Call for a quote today at 402-217-5212 or go to perch-merch.com.
For 15 years, Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping has been helping Lincoln become healthier, happier, and more fit through our proven combination of kickboxing, strength training, and nutrition coaching. And to celebrate 15 years of success, we're offering you 50% off our next 10-week challenge beginning September 14th. That's 10 weeks of fun group fitness classes and individualized coaching for half off. And at the end of the 10 weeks, someone's walking away with $1,000 for the best transformation. Come check it out. What do you have to lose? Click on the banner at theticketfm.com to learn more. Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping at 40th and Yankee Hill or 70th and Vine. And check us out online at fxblincoln.com.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see mostly sunny skies, and it will be breezy and hot with an afternoon high around 91. Tonight, mostly clear skies with a low around 63. And tomorrow, we'll see mostly sunny skies return. It'll be breezy again with the high around 89. I'm meteorologist Kyle Buck for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Step into healing at Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery. Our team of top-notch medical professionals turns pain into progress with state-of-the-art treatments and compassionate care. Visit prairieortho.com and discover the difference in quality orthopedic and plastic surgery services tailored to your unique needs. Your health matters, and Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery is dedicated to helping you thrive. Reach your full potential. Embrace a better tomorrow with Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery.
Disney on Ice presents Mickey's Search Party. Get closer to the magic than ever before. Play along with the Toy Story gang. Explore the colorful world of Coco. Sail away with Moana. Soar to new heights with Belle. And journey to Arendelle to thaw a frozen heart. It's an all-out celebration at Disney on Ice presents Mickey's Surge Party. Coming to Pinnacle Bank Arena September 27th through 29th. Visit DisneyOnIce.com and get your tickets today.
Empower a child today with the Teammates Mentoring Program. Hope is only a conversation away when you choose to share your talent, time, and heart with a child. Together, you can build a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future, 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting LincolnTeammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today.
Rosie Sports Bar and Grill, open for lunch and dinner at 1501 Center Park Road.
General Fire and Safety has been keeping Lincoln businesses and commercial structures safe for more than 50 years. From a simple fire extinguisher to full fire suppression systems, Lincoln has trusted General Fire and Safety to provide top-of-the-line products, installation, and maintenance. If you're starting a new business in a brand new building, call on General Fire and Safety to help you plan a fire safety system that fits the specific needs of your business, employees, and customers. Call General Fire and Safety today at 402-261-0116. Are you looking for affordable drinks and a great atmosphere this football season? Highball Bar has you covered. Whether it's pregame tailgating, postgame festivities, or in-game celebrations, Highball Bar is the place to be. With $4 beers, $4 mixed drinks, and more during their 4 to 8 p.m. daily happy hour, Highball Bar will quickly become your go-to place to sit back, unwind, and be your team's #1 fan. Highball Bar, located in downtown Lincoln, just 3 blocks from Memorial Stadium at 122 North 11th Street.
Ooh, what a day. I could sure use an afternoon pick-me-up. Hold up. The new 93.7 The Ticket location has a milk, coffee, and tea inside? Oh, yeah. This is a game changer.
Need an afternoon pick-me-up? How about a coffee or smoothie on your way to work? Stop by the Ticket Mill location on 1040 O Street to get your go-to drink or try out our new game day drinks exclusive to the Ticket Mill location. We know it'll make your day a million times better.
Tune in to 93.7 The Ticket as soon as the clock hits 0 for the Jay Foreman postgame show. Listen to expert analysis from the Husker Hall of Famer, an 8-year NFL veteran for 90 minutes after the game. The Jay Foreman postgame show, sponsored by Anderson Ford, Tanner's Bar and Grill, Tavern 180, Elway Power Sports of Lincoln, Vinnie Kreekak of State Farm Insurance, and Action Plumbing, Heating, AC, and Electrical on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Hey guys, it's Nick Sainer. Join me and Jay Foreman this Friday night from UBT Stadium as the Norris Titans travel to Lincoln and face off against the Lincoln Northwest Falcons at 7 p.m. Both teams looking for their first win of the season as Norris fell to Scott and Gretna, and Lincoln Northwest has lost to Ralston and Scotts Bluff so far this year. Kickoff between the Titans and the Falcons is scheduled for 7 p.m. on Friday, and you can hear all the action unfold right here on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Back with Vershawn Jackson, powered by Bauer on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
$93.7 The Ticket. We are back in the saddle in this Window World Wednesday with the Eulers. Go ahead.
What up?
Window
World Wednesday. Yeah. So we want to be your go-to for exterior remodeling here in Lincoln area and surrounding areas. We go all over the place. So windows, doors, siding, roofing, gutters, downspout, fascia, all that good stuff. So, we'd love to give us a call. We'll come out, give you a free estimate, design consult, make sure that, we get everything you want and give you the best price. So with great installation, we got some awesome installers. It's been a lot of fun being a part of that. I've been with Window World since April, and we've been busy. A lot of windows out there.
I want to get to people. Yeah, Eric, you can definitely get a discount as a listener.
Let's go.
You tell them you listen to the Captain and Window World Wednesdays discount.
Yes,
city.
sir. we'll get you.
How do they contact you, Euler? How do they get in touch?
Yeah, so they can call us 402-464-7313, or they can go to windowworldlincoln.com and request, put their information in there, and we'll call them back. So I also have a Facebook page, Todd Euler Window World Lincoln Design Consultant, so you can hit me up on the Facebook and send me a message, and all our contact information's in there as well on that page. I am doing a prediction on my page. You can win a setthebarsups.com gift card, $25 for the closest score, $50 if you hit exact. So we got an exacta, right? Is that what it's called, BJ? And last week's winner of the Colorado game, they guessed it perfectly. Trying to find who it was.
Did you guess 28-10?
Yeah.
Wow.
I know, right? So
wow.
I'm trying to find Holly Carpenter, 28-10, perfectly hit it, nailed it on the nose. So she got a $50 gift card to Set the Bar Sups, and thank you, Set the Bar Sups, for sponsoring my giveaway.
By the way, did you bring my Set the Bar Sups?
It is on. It finally is off a back order and should be here next week, buddy. Good thing you're not here.
Euler, let me find out you are a used car salesman, Euler.
No, not at all.
You
It was
keep
on
telling me
back
next
order.
week.
I'm telling you.
Rashawn, you're a used car salesman.
No, I'm telling you, it will be. I will have it for you Wednesday next week when you're here in studio. I'm glad I didn't have it, because then
I knew you weren't going to bring it. I figured
it will be here Wednesday.
I'll
So-
pull a mulligan. Listen, 93.7 the ticket. Can you believe, Bach? Click on Bach. Bach, click on yourself. Let me see you.
All right.
Let me see you. Can you believe it's been a year since we got our new digs?
Yeah, it is. It's coming up. It is coming up on a year. It's crazy. It's
mean-
been incredible down here, especially game days. This past game day, that's what it's all about. And I saw DP kind of make a post too about hosting some of the 94 folks, which I know you were a big part of, Rashawn, and just this basically his vision is playing out. This is what he expected.
Well, help us celebrate 1 year downtown at our new 93.7 the ticket location with the VIP party, where I'm inviting you, the captain, inviting you. It's at 1040 O Street, our studio, Monday.
This is a
September
VIP event, though. This is not a general
Well,
public.
but this says please bring the email or mail the invitation to this event. So you got to get this. You got to get this. Listen, Bob, don't be. There's always little red words at the bottom. You got to read the words at the bottom. See, Bach, let me finish.
All right.
Monday, September 16th at 5:30. We want to thank you for being part of our year. For everybody, we would love to see you there for food, drinks, and fun. We'll have you RSV to Bella. So if you're lucky enough, here we go, Bach. Here's the star and the asterisk.
Mm-hmm.
If you're lucky enough to get this invitation, you got to bring it, because you might get it through email or you might get it mailed. But you bring it. This invitation is for you only. It's not transferable. If you like to send somebody in your place or bring somebody, then you can contact Rebecca Pearson at rebecca@theticket.com. Now what? Is that good asterisk?
Yeah, that'll work. Again,
Yeah,
it's not necessarily an event to the general public, but
No, I didn't. I'm saying I'm gonna invite a couple people if they.
Yeah.
I'm quite sure we've got some VIP people. You know what I mean? Just like the Bowers, you know what I mean, and some other people that the Eulers, that's gonna get this. They're gonna get this.
I'm looking at mine right now. VIP party. All right, let's go. I'm invited.
See?
But you can't have a VIP party if everybody's VIP.
Everybody's not VIP.
It's only for our VIP folks.
Oh, you trying to, man, listen, everybody's VIP around here. If you get the deal, just because you don't get it don't mean you're not VIP. It just means you're not invited, because we can only have so many at the VIP party. We got capacity issues. So if we open it up to the public, quite naturally, Bach, it would be crazy. I'm not saying that. It's a VIP party. But I'm still inviting you. If you get this invitation, you got invited by the captain. You get to come for you and you only. We should probably give one away to our best fan. Who would our best fan be? Who you, Bach? We've been doing this here at the ticket for this last year at the big house for a year. Who is our best consistent fan? Most consistent best fan. Who would you say it would be?
I think he moved to Montana or something. Remember, for the first year and a half, we had.
Oh, stop.
Oh,
stop.
I haven't heard from him in a while.
Vegas Content Gap channel says this. Thomas Fedoni draft projection. UDFA overall rank. Yeah, if you look at it now, we're not talking the now. If he was coming out the now, then okay. Vegas Content Gap channel also says NFL scouts currently have 23 tight ends projected over him. Would be hard to get drafted. That's now.
It's got another year. He's got this year and another year.
Yes. So
he keeps progressing the way he has from last year to this year to next year. He's going to be up there. Promise.
Yeah, he'll be. Well, Eric, we appreciate you. Eric, listen, I want to tell you, Eric is one of the best listeners, but he's sometimes he can be nicey. How about I say that?
Nice.
Gus Mohawk says, Coach Bill Bush and Sip were talking on early break about how these guys love football, saying football is one of the sports you have to love. Could you guys explain why you have to love football compared to other sports? You want to take it, Eula, first?
Sure. I think the pure physicality of it, number one. Number two, the mental side of it. So it's to me the only sport that really combines. You have to be at an elite physical level and elite mental level to play at a high level, right? I mean, I played basketball for a long time. I have clients that I work with that still play basketball in their 50s, right? Like, you're not playing football in your 50s, unless you're Tom Brady. But I guess he wasn't quite 50. I just think it really, really is, an elite game that has to be played physically and mentally at a level that other sports you don't have to be at that level.
I would agree with that. I think also to add to that, why you have to love football, because even when it's 100 degrees and you got to put a helmet on, shoulder pads, all of the equipment, and then if you're a Todd Euler and it's 1993 or 1994, like we just celebrated the 30th year reunion, and well, I guess Todd was on the first, he got up to the first two units. But if you're a young Jackson and you got to go against the black shirts every day in practice, where I talked about them not taking a break on us. That means grown men were hitting 18-year-old young men in the mouth, and to get hit in the mouth on a daily basis. We're not talking, oh, well, you're going to get it for a month straight. No, we're talking about the in season.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to love to want to go and build your body so that you can play. You have to love to want to not only build your body, like you build your mind. Hey, 47 dive pass to the lay flat.
One other thing to add to that is, like, you only play one game a week, right? Basketball, you can play several games. Tennis, you can whatever. I mean, now there's pickleball, right? Like you are practicing, putting all this time into training, nutrition, practice, all that stuff for one game, and you might get one play. Like, you might not get any plays. You better love it. If you don't love it, get out. So
you won't if you don't love it, you won't sacrifice for it, Gus. No. You got when you love something, you'll sacrifice for it. And you might sacrifice. When I say sacrifice, that's time, money, anything that you have to put down,
energy,
in order to be great. So listen, we're gonna throw it to break. Thank you for riding with us. This is the Captain Show. I'm with
Bach
and
Euler.
Power
by
Bauer.
Bauer.
Infrastructure.
Bauer.
Underground.
Brand.
Excavating.
I'm getting
There you go. You got the underground next time, Todd.
All right.
We'll be right back.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
As a proud member of the Roofing and Solar Reform Alliance, Coalition Restoration stands out by providing thorough property assessments, personalized customer service, and top-notch craftsmanship. With years of experience in the industry, Coalition Restoration has built a notable reputation for having a team filled with skilled professionals and possessing the expertise to handle any roofing project, big or small. Visit their website today for a free roof assessment at www.coalitionrestoration.com or give them a call at 402-607-8186.
Oh, Kansas. Here we go. You just don't stop giving, do you?
Green flag, we're underway.
The closest finish in NASCAR Cup Series history.
What a finish, boys.
Close to downtown, amazing campgrounds, 4 NASCAR races in one weekend, and it's the playoffs.
Goddamn right.
Now you're just showing off. But we're not mad. In fact, we're looking forward to it. NASCAR Playoffs Weekend at Kansas Speedway, September 27th through the 29th. Get your tickets now at kansasspeedway.com.
Empower a child today with the Teammates Mentoring Program. Hope is only a conversation away when you choose to share your talent, time, and heart with a child. Together, you can build a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future, 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting LincolnTeammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today.
Disney on Ice presents Mickey's Search Party. Get closer to the magic than ever before. Play along with the Toy Story gang. Explore the colorful world of Coco. Sail away with Moana. Soar to new heights with Belle. And journey to Arendelle to thaw a frozen heart. It's an all-out celebration at Disney on Ice presents Mickey's Search Party. Coming to Pinnacle Bank Arena September 27th through 29th. Visit DisneyOnIce.com and get your tickets today.
With the Planet Fitness Black Card, you don't just get a great workout, you get a great perk out because your membership is packed with perks. For $1 down and $24.99 a month, you'll get perks like access to any of our 2,400 clean and spacious locations. Bring your friend anytime and both work out with tons of equipment that'll give you that big fitness energy. Relax in the Black Card spa and more. Work out and perk out with the PF Black Card. Join for just $1 down and $24.99 a month.
Hurry, this deal ends soon.
See Home Club for details.
Have you ever gotten a car deal so good that you can brag about for decades? This is that deal. The government has given us a $4,000 instant credit on vehicles already at the historically lowest prices. Cars that were over $50,000 just 2 years ago are now selling below $20,000. See the deals here and drive away the car of your dreams at a price you never thought possible. Go to 4000off.com, 400off.com to learn more.
Tailored Life is your headquarters for all things fall in Bennett. Make the short drive down Highway 2 for tons of items for your home, both indoors and outdoors. Check out their variety of potted trees, mums, and more. Plus, porch pots and landscape lighting to enhance the outside of your home. Don't forget their home goods for indoors, plus convenient drinks and snacks, most of which are produced locally. Visit Tailored Life today in Bennett and stay tuned to their Facebook page at Tailored Life 360 for food truck events coming up.
Prashawn Jackson here for Bauer Underground, who has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know the baddest dudes in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and pedigree of success. Bauer, a family-friendly company who reminds you, go Big Red!
It's the fall sports season, and that means that the school year is back in session and you're planning road trips for Nebraska football games and following your kids around to their different events. Stop telling yourself you'll upgrade your car someday and do it now. Mullen Motors lot is full of great vehicles to take home so you don't have to worry about your current car struggling through another season. Come check out their lot just north of 48th and Lake and find your next ride. As your fall schedule gets busy, you'll need a reliable way to get to your destinations. Mullen Motors.
No taglines, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors. Riddle's Jewelry is excited to be celebrating 65 years. 65 years of so many incredible memories celebrating with each of your special moments. In celebration of the 65th Riddle's Jewelry anniversary, we will be offering up to 40% off all engagement rings and all diamond fashion jewelry. The excitement doesn't stop there. Riddle's Jewelry is also offering 18 months, 0% interest and $0 down financing on all qualifying purchases. Riddle's Jewelry has always been known for incredible customer service, one of the largest selections of engagement rings, and don't forget about the on-site jeweler. Come celebrate with us at Riddle's Jewelry, your one-stop diamond shop with exclusive Levian jewelry, Pandora Charm jewelry, and more. All at Riddle's inside Gateway Mall.
Hey guys, it's Nick Sainer. Join me and Jay Foreman this Friday night from UBT Stadium as the Norris Titans travel to Lincoln and face off against the Lincoln Northwest Falcons at 7 p.m. Both teams looking for their first win of the season as Norris fell to Scott and Gretna, and Lincoln Northwest has lost to Ralston and Scotts Bluff so far this year. Kickoff between the Titans and the Falcons is scheduled for 7 p.m. on Friday, and you can hear all the action unfold right here on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
This is 93.7 The Ticket.
Look at me short. Look at me short. I'm the captain now.
Three-time national champion Vershawn Jackson.
Got a bunch all alone is Vershawn Jackson. And Vershawn, he'll get it to the 24-yard line.
Nebraska Football Hall of Famer
Terrell Farley, defending Terrell Farley, who last week in his first start was a holy terror. Number 43.
And Jake Bakoven. Coming at you live from the Coppel Chevrolet GMC studios in the heart of Lincoln, America. On air and online at theticketfm.com. Powered by Bauer.
All right, we'll let y'all argue a little bit. Who is the greatest Captain's Country fan and why? What makes you the best fan? Latex Mallet from MySpace says black tie. I would imagine it's going to be a little dressy. You don't want to come like you're going to a football game. Jeremy the Grill Master says, been there since the beginning, VJ. We appreciate you too, Jeremy. But you know what you haven't done, Jeremy? You haven't come, set up your grill out front, and grill us out.
Do it on Wednesday.
That would be nice.
Yeah.
Eric says, hey, I'm great. Just ask me. Bone says, LOL. Actually, I probably do listen until 4 or 5 Monday through Friday. Love all the shows and the different takes. But I must say, 10 to 12 is my favorite, kid. Go Big Red.
There you go.
That's pretty sweet. We appreciate you, man. Appreciate you for rolling with us, man. Bones, that melted my heart. Euler, Northern Iowa, small team.
Mm-hmm.
Big heart, but they're not big at all up front. How would you handle it?
So, Vershawn, I was telling Bach this a little earlier. Like, I found myself on ESPN Plus looking up Northern Iowa games. Watched them play their first game, and I'm like, okay, what do they got, right? So I think we just need to play our game. We need to mix in the pass with the run and just dominate up front, right? Like if we do what we've been doing the last 2 games up front, we should just, like you said, run it, have a track meet on them, right? Defensively, they're gonna sling it. They got a couple good running backs, but I think they're gonna try and throw it. And good luck with our. They do have a really good left tackle. I think he'll probably go in the draft. He's the top FCS left tackle. He's a big boy. Watched him. He does a pretty good job. So it'll be interesting how he matches up with our D tackles in our rush. So I mean, we should, once again, you always like to say, I mean, we should handle them if we come out and play Husker football, right? So smack them in the mouth early and just keep, as I would say, stepping on the gas pedal. I usually say something else, but I don't know if it's.
Let me just tell you, I'm the defense will be tested this week. I think offensively, there's no way that they stop us offensively. They don't have enough firepower. They don't have enough firepower. They don't have enough talent. They don't stop us. But stopping them, they got a running back who is 6'4", 230.
Mm-hmm.
He's got, this is his season stats now. I want, I'm trying to put some bulletin board material up. He's got 30 carries for 315 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Oh, yep. It's getting it done.
Well, he's averaging 10.5 yards per tote.
Yep.
Listen, if I'm Nebraska, huh?
It's my kind of numbers when I was in high school.
I agree. I agree 100%. But I'm looking like, you sometimes we can look past them, but we got to look at the teams and their key parts and pieces and say, how do we? I thought we did a great job of taking away 2 of the big 3 for Colorado, right? We took away 2. Actually, we took them all away, but you can't. He still Travis Hunter still had 10 catches for 100-some yards. He didn't do anything, but he had 10 catches for 100-some yards. So we contain Hunter, but we stop 5, and we stop Shedeur Sanders, and we stop their running game. So when you do that against Northern Iowa, they've got a big back. They've got somebody that I think they're going to try to. He's averaging 15 carries a game. So I think we got to gang tackle him. We got to hit him high. We got to hit him low. And we stop their run game, it'll be a blowout. Major.
Yep.
But the guy his name is Ty Edwards. And I watch him, man. It's a big boy, man. He can move.
He can move. Yep.
Big boy.
Their other running back, by the way, Amari Pesek-Hickson, his numbers aren't quite impressive, but he is from Omaha, Nebraska. So I think there's 5 kids from Northern Iowa that are going to be from Nebraska that will be playing. Of course, you've had I wouldn't say a pipeline there, but you've had connections there with Scott Frost and Joe Gans. Of course, Troy Dannon, one time an athletic director there. And they've got a proud history, with the Kurt Warners, David Johnson, a pretty good running back that came out of there years ago, played for the Cardinals for a while. Had a first-round tackle picked a few years ago by the Saints. So I know you were mentioning that they got another tackle.
He's a big boy.
Yeah, so they've it's a good program. Obviously, as we're kind of breaking it down, hopefully, kind of like as we did UTEP, you respect the opponent, but you hope that hopefully it doesn't get to the point that it is a close game or anything like that. But you want to know if it does happen to be that way, how would it break down? How would it get there?
I got sidetracked. People are doing all kinds of stuff right now. So you take the question because I was looking at Northern Iowa. I wanted to say something. Go ahead.
Yeah. So basically, what was the question, Bach? Like,
exactly.
what would happen?
What would need to happen to make this a game? How do you think Northern Iowa competes? If you're Northern Iowa, it's
the only way I see them competing, is if we let them compete. If we turn the ball over, we don't play at a high level. That's the only way they compete. If we play Husker football, they can't compete, in my opinion. So letting them, key turnovers, not taking the ball away. We need to get turnovers. I mean, we've done that the first 2 games. That's the only way they're in this thing. I mean, and if you watch any of those other games, where some of these teams are in it, it's turnovers. It's, not executing at a high level. So I think Rule's going to have them really prepared to execute at a high level and get better from last week, right? Like, I think we took a step forward from week 1 to week 2. Can we take that step forward in week 3? Now we're starting to build some momentum, and it's always about, I think that was one thing that I really took from a lot of my coaching staffs was like, did we get better from last week, right? And if we get better from last week, every week, we're going to be a force to reckon with.
Well, you got to think, though. I think if we stop, the only way they can compete with us is we can't stop their running game.
Mm-hmm.
And if you can't stop the running game, that means the pass game is going to open up. So they got both. Well, this other kid that you're talking about from Omaha, is 6 foot 225.
Yeah, he's big boy too.
Averaging 6.2 yards a toe. So
originally played at Kansas. He's so he's a good kid.
And he started his career in 2020. So he's been playing a lot of football. This is a guy that's played a lot of football. And you know what? I'm putting it up on the bulletin board. They will not have a 100-yard rusher.
Let's go.
Yeah, I know the 12 Jim Philippi says they run an air raid with 12 personnel. I know, but the bulk of their big time yardage to me and where they gas you at is because they're running this air raid, you're not paying attention to them big back sliding out of the backfield and them running those draws.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a kid that's from Omaha. I'm trying to see who else is from Nebraska. They got Blake Anderson, offensive lineman, 6'4", 298, junior from Omaha. Sam Thomas, 6'6", 280, offensive line, freshman.
I know him pretty well.
Do you?
Trent and him went to a lot of camps and stuff together.
Yeah,
Good
Elkhorn.
Kid. Yeah, Elkhorn North kid. State champion shot putter. He's a big, explosive kid.
You got Aiden Miller, D-line, 6'4", 245 from Omaha. And you got Brogan Ling, 6'2", 198, freshman from Lincoln, Nebraska. And I think you always want to, we're playing these guys, you know what I mean? They do have they got a boxer's chance, I guess. I don't think so, but I guess. But the guys that are from Omaha, I think we always want to make sure that we, especially if they're playing, we give them a little bit of juice because that's what it's all about, man. We're all about sports. We're all about being positive. And I think that, it's a special place in the heart of those kids that didn't get an opportunity to go to Nebraska to come back and play against us.
Yep.
Even if they get kicked in the teeth.
That Ty Edwards, too, by the way, 6'4", 230. So he's quite a big back. That'll get you ready for the next week, though, because, we might look over Northern Iowa a little bit. Illinois obviously got the win over Kansas. Hard to overlook them. They'll bring in Caden Fagan, who's 6'3", 250 at running back. So the next couple of weeks, you get some big guys to take down.
Well, and Jim Philippi also says, and the receivers can block. So that means our defensive backs are going to have to get off of blocks. Now, let me just give you how big their receivers are. I'm just running through the list. Okay. 6'2", 6 foot, 6'3", 6'2", 6'1", 6'3", 6'3", 6'3", 6 foot, 6'4", 6'3", 6'2". The shortest, they got one receiver. Guess how tall he is? That's shorter than 6 foot. He's 5'10".
Yeah.
Okay. So when you talk about a guy that's 6'3", 198 or 6'3", 200 or 6'3", 215, and Jim says their wide receivers can block, well, you better be able to get off of blocks and make plays because they run a lot of quick stuff. It's going to test our defense.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it'll be a shootout. I think our defense will get some turnovers, and I think our defense, if they continue on the trend, they can score off this offense a couple times.
I'll say this too, and this is not game specific, but just kind of a thought in general. If the walk-on program is getting cut down, and we're going to maybe see that next year, we always talk about, well, is that going to help Nebraska Wesleyan or Donor, all this stuff? I think Northern Iowa would be one of the programs that might help more than anything, because that's it's FCS, not FBS. Your walk-on whatever that may be, but the jump there is still okay. I'm playing at a major college football, where if you're talking about some of the other NIAA and all that stuff, you might have other offers, other sports you play, or just at that point think, well, this isn't where I wanted to be.
Yeah, I think your North Dakota States, your South Dakota States, your USDs, your Northern Iowas will definitely benefit from not having a walk-on program. But once again, I will tell you personally that I wouldn't go through what I went through for anybody but the Huskers. You know what I mean? So when you talk about love of the game, sometimes it's love of the team you're playing for as well. Don't you think, VJ? Like,
you got to.
So
you got to love the guy next to you, don't you?
Mhm.
I mean, that's what makes us special, right? Like when these guys really start tasting success, right? They will understand that the love that you have to have when you're successful because of the grind that it took to get there is unbreakable. I mean, Euler, I'm getting goosebumps now thinking about when I look at the guys that we saw after 20 and 30 years and the conversations that we had, white, black, it didn't matter the color, right? We were talking to everybody, offense, defense. You had friends on all sides of the ball. Old man Jesse Cush was there with his family.
Yeah.
To find out what guys are doing now. Jesse Cush owns a what is that out in Arizona? Phoenix. And I told him I was going to give him a shout out, but to know that we've all pretty successful, and but the love that we have for one another is unmatched and it'll never change. That's what did it for me after 30 years.
Yeah, it was awesome. I saw Scott Davenport for the first time in 30 years. So awesome. He's got like 5 kids. Cog Diesel, yeah. Me and that guy bled together every day for a semester. It was brutal.
Yeah, and we got to get Cog Diesel on because Diesel was one of those guys who played at Nebraska for 5 years. He walked on for 5 years. He got his teeth kicked in for 5 years. And he's got just as much of respect as any other guy to me has.
Oh, absolutely. I think all the guys there respected him as much, if not more, than some of the guys that actually started, right? I mean, the guy was a workhorse.
Bach, I think we should get a leg up on the future Hall of Famer. I think we should get a leg up. Come up with some games, Bach. Let's pick these 10, 11 games. Since we got Euler, we can get a little help. We don't got to pick them as far as who we want to win, but I think we should pick which games we want.
All right.
Is that fair?
Sounds fair.
All right. Go ahead and throw it to break.
All right, we'll be back here on The Captain on 93.7 The Ticket.
Order like a champ at Raising Cane's. With tailgates of hand-battered chicken fingers and cane sauce and jugs of freshly made tea and lemonade, you can guarantee victory for every game day meal. Raising Cane's Chicken Finger, one love. Order online or on our app.
Follow the Huskers to the City of Angels when Nebraska plays at USC in November. Book your official Nebraska alumni travel package at HuskerFanTravel.com. Choose from 2 or 3 night options that include a downtown LA hotel, exclusive welcome event, game day transportation, and the official Husker Huddle pregame party. Add on game tickets for an optional upgrade. Transportation to and from LA not included. Join the official Nebraska alumni trip to see the Huskers play at USC. Spots are limited, so book your trip now at HuskerFanTravel.com.
Perch Merch is your one-stop shop for all your printing and promotional needs in Lincoln, Nebraska. They specialize in screen printing, embroidery, vehicle wraps, window wraps, print collateral, promotional products, and signage. At Perch Merch, they are committed to delivering high-quality products and exceptional customer service. Their experienced team of designers and printing professionals will work with you every step of the way to ensure that your vision is realized. Call for a quote today at 402-217-5212 or go to perch-merch.com.
College football in Lincoln, America. The time has come. Start your game day off right with the A1 Automotive Ticket Tailgate pregame show. Join the ticket crew as they bring you all the coverage you need to get you ready for the action. It's the A1 Automotive Ticket Tailgate pregame show. Brought to you by General Fire and Safety, Raising Cane's, Perch Merch, Sunbelt Rentals, Mullen Motors, Select Plumbing, and the Kindler Hotel. On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
At Action Plumbing, Heating, AC, and Electrical, we're ready, reliable, and recommended. Water heater acting up or your sump pump on the fritz? Call Action. Summer's around the corner. Is your AC working? Are you sure? Call Action. Electrical problems? I'm telling you, Call Action. Call Action for a free same-day estimate or trusted second opinion. You heard that right, a free same-day estimate. 402-423-6960. ActionLincoln.com.
With the Planet Fitness Black Card, you don't just get a great workout, you get a great perk out because your membership is packed with perks. For $1 down and $24.99 a month, you'll get perks like access to any of our 2,400 clean and spacious locations. Bring a friend anytime and both work out with tons of equipment that'll give you that big fitness energy. Relax in the Black Card spa and more. Work out and perk out with the PF Black Card. Join for just $1 down and $24.99 a month.
Hurry, this deal ends soon.
See Home Club for details.
Step into healing at Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery. Our team of top-notch medical professionals turns pain into progress with state-of-the-art treatments and compassionate care. Visit prairieortho.com and discover the difference in quality orthopedic and plastic surgery services tailored to your unique needs. Your health matters, and Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery is dedicated to helping you thrive. Reach your full potential. Embrace a better tomorrow with Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery.
Attention! For a limited time, Acres is offering 1.9% for 60 months on remaining 22 and 23 John Deere combines. This extraordinary low interest rate, along with Acres' discounted pricing, allows you to upgrade your equipment before harvest and lock in incredible savings. And with Acres' A-plus support package included, you'll be up and running throughout the harvest season. Act now. This special rate won't last long. Visit acres.com for details. That's AKRS.com.
Get rid of pesky critters once and for all with Bats to Rats. Their expert team is here to help you reclaim your home. No more sleepless nights caused by crawling critters or flapping wings. Bats to Rats ensures a safe environment for every family member. Check the website at batstorats.com for amazing offers. And if you mention this ad, you'll receive $10 off your initial inspection cost. Call Bats to Rats today at 402-781-8691. That's 402-781-8691. Bats to Rats.
Ever stare at the Hog Wild menu and feel like you just can't make up your mind because it all looks so good? Well, when I want a little bit of everything, I get a little bit of everything on Hog Wild's Smokestack Sandwich. On a butter-toasted bun, we pile on our hickory smoked beef brisket and juicy hot links. The hard part is choosing between fresh curly fries, classic baked beans, or coleslaw on the side. Order online at GoHogWild.com. Hog Wild Pit Barbecue, 3210 Cornhusker Highway in Lincoln.
I'm softball player Jordy Ball, and I'm proud of my Nebraska roots, and I'm proud to be back home. And at Midwest Bank, they're proud to be your local community bank. They believe in family first, taking initiative, showing integrity, and rolling up their sleeves to support their local communities. They treat everyone like family, no matter where you're from. Whether you walk into a branch in York, Lincoln, Norfolk, or Pierce, you know you're going to be welcomed with a smile. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank.
Hello, this is Mary Pat Waite. I've had the privilege of working with Lincoln families as their realtor for more than 31 years, and I'm so proud to be associated with MP Dodge Real Estate. For me, your transaction is unique in its own way. My experience allows me to bring you trusted care and a really great outcome. My NP Dodge family shares the same client focus.
Expand your career with NP Dodge. Call Eric at 402-434-2222.
Hey guys, it's Austin with 93.7 The Ticket. Our second week of NFL coverage continues on Thursday with an AFC East clash between the Buffalo Bills and Miami Dolphins. In Week 1, Buffalo defended home field with a 34-28 win over the Arizona Cardinals, while Miami pitched a second-half shutout of the Jaguars to come from behind and win 20-17. Pre-game coverage starts at 6:30 p.m. with kickoff from Miami slated for 7:15. Catch all the biggest NFL games right here on Lincoln's home for the NFL, 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Back with Vershawn Jackson, powered by Power on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
We are back here on The Captain on 93.7 The Ticket. I'm Jake Falkovit in studio on a Window World Wednesday with Todd Euler. Vershawn making his way back to the Red Room for today. Not too often. He just got a little bit busy here today, so we'll see him when he jumps back in.
Todd, I did want to get your thoughts on what I was thinking here is that over the last couple of years, I have thought, okay, at some point they're going to have to do a Bud Crawford 5 at Memorial Stadium, and the whole thing is, okay, is there at least communication between the two? Has that idea been thrown out there? I have to believe after Bud Crawford led Nebraska out of the tunnel in front of 6 million people on NBC, that both sides have communicated, and that there has to at least be some thought idea that maybe you could pack that house.
90,000 people to watch a Bud Crawford. That would be.
I think he's been put over by Nebraska, and so it's time to start planning. That's just my idea.
I love it.
I think that'd be awesome too.
Yeah.
That would be. I'm gonna show you something real quick. How awesome it would be. Hold on a second. Let's just find it real quick.
I mean, what's the biggest crowd to ever watch a championship fight?
Well, I don't know.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I mean, we broke the volleyball record. We might as well break the boxing record.
Yeah, he's right there.
Right.
He's been on Nebraska's side for a decade of bad football. He's represented Nebraska, been proud of where he's from.
Yeah.
And now again, like I said, sometimes it's just you wonder if those conversations are happening. And now that I've seen him lead them out of the tunnel, again, I think he's got to put over in front of Husker fans, any Husker fans that didn't really know or weren't aware, think, okay, that's our guy. Yeah,
that's our guy.
He
is our guy.
Yeah.
I think, and I mean, I think even Coach Rule said how important it was for Bud to talk to the team the night before. I think that's pretty cool that he did it, and and is proud, like you said, proud to be a Nebraskan. Like you said, I mean, it's tough. Like I travel, it's tough. I wear my Husker stuff around. People are like, what's the N stand for? I'm like, you'll know what it stands for when we start winning again. But
I think you just like Netflix a lot, or
right? Yeah. So we're getting back on that, and that was a huge game for us to get back into the. I can't tell you how many people messaged me, like Nebraska's back. I'm like, we got a ways to go. Like I'm still I still know there's a long ways to go, but I think we got the right guy at the helm. He's definitely moving it in the right direction. It's a big step forward, and yeah, man, 90,000 people watching a Bud Crawford fight, that would be legit.
Yeah,
we can do it.
Yeah, me and Bud, buddy, old pal, we watched the fight. We watched the game on the sideline, and let me tell you, Bud is a football fan. He thinks he's a football player. He does. He thinks he's a football player. You let him tell it. He's a quarterback. He's a safety. He can do it all. And quiet as kept. The kid is a great athlete. He can play basketball. He can play football. You know what I mean? I don't know necessarily if he's big enough to play football on our level, but he definitely can play, and he's got the heart of a lion. So I think
him pretty hard.
Oh yeah, I think him, and he's a great wrestler. I think him actually having a fight Memorial Stadium would be epic. That would be crazy.
Yeah.
That would be absolutely crazy. Outside, even under the lights, if it was nice, it would be epic.
One I've noticed too, he's he's kind of a quieter guy. He kind of lets his fighting do the talking for the most part. So he's not as flamboyant and out there in the media. He's not but he is starting to kind of get more national media attention. He just went on, I'm a wrestling fan. He just went on WWE. He made a couple appearances there. So looks like he, bring Eminem in for his, to walk out music and walk out with him, and now walking out with Nebraska. He's a little bit more visible in the national public eye. So, I think that might have been a hesitation. I'm sure there's a lot that goes into like planning something like that. Don't get me wrong. But I just think, again, every time they do something like that, it's kind of what was special about this night, right? It was weird. Nebraska's a 7-point favorite against a 4-8 team, and you storm the field, right? So it's a little bit strange, but it was really just all about highlighting, hey, this is our time. Regardless of what the circumstances, the nation is watching, and this is how we highlight ourselves. And I guarantee you, just like Volleyball Day in Nebraska made everybody incredibly proud and had this huge spotlight on Nebraska. If you do that same type of thing in boxing, it would just highlight how cool of a sports community is here in Lincoln, Nebraska once again.
Yeah, 100%. I'm gonna get back to some of these texts, but I do think we need to. Today is 9/11 day.
9/11.
9/11.
Yep.
What day?
Yep.
When did that happen? Was that 20-something?
23 years ago.
Yeah, 2001.
23 years ago.
Hard to believe that was that long ago. So definitely, my heart goes out to all the people that lost their lives in 9/11, and it changed everybody's life. I know exactly where I was.
Yep,
when
me
it
too.
happened, right? So we are good to be back in a different spot now, in a different space where we can move around. But I do think we have to always remember we are super. There's a gift to be able to live in the United States. It's a gift, right? Because anywhere else, right?
For
let's
what
get back to
a lot of guys have done to make sure that we're there.
Bill and Bennett says this. I was really bummed out when the captain show went from 3 hours to just 2. Anyway, Tommy says, I have a friend that went to NIU, so I see him post a lot about their team. They're good fundamentally and well-disciplined. It should be a good test overall for Nebraska. Taking on a team with those qualities, even if they're less talented. I believe that.
Yep.
Old Dad 34 says they have 3 backs that weigh more than 220 pounds, so we need to bring the wood.
Bring the wood.
Robbie in Iowa. Shenander, who is actually a buddy of mine, coached at UNI too. That is where him and Frost got to be friends. Robbie in Iowa.
Makes sense.
Jim says a lot. What does that mean? PK.
I think he's picking on Jim Philippi, who comments quite a bit on YouTube.
Oh, that's what he's talking about. 4951 says, new rule for roster numbers.
It hasn't been official yet, I don't think.
No.
They're still working that out. So right now you can have as many people on the roster as you want for 2024. There was 120 that could report to fall camp before the first game. Then the rest showed up. So I think we have 151 on the roster, if I counted correctly, or 152. They're talking with this antitrust thing with the NCAA that the roster could go to 105 for next year, potentially. I haven't seen that rock solid anywhere, but that's what I've been hearing.
That's a big number. That's a big drop off.
Yeah, that'd be 47 less people on the football team at Nebraska right now, or 46.
What do they tell those guys? How's that conversation go?
Sorry, we have roster limitations, and we wish you well. Let us know where you want to go. And we'll,
Nebraska's not the bad guy here. It's
I mean, it is. I have a son that might have to have that conversation, right? Like, it's I hope it doesn't come to that. And I know Rule's fighting it, and I know there's a lot of other coaches against it. So we'll see what happens when it all settles. But I think it would take away from the college football experience once again, like Cock Diesel, he wouldn't have been on the team, right? I wouldn't have been on the team. And not that like we made significant contributions, but we did on the scout team, so I think you're going to lose that, like those kids that would run through a brick wall for the program, whether they play it down or not, makes the guys that are the 3 stars, 4 stars. I mean, we didn't have any 5 stars. Did we even have 4 stars? Maybe you were a 4-star.
Tommy Frazier.
Was he? Like,
of course.
I don't know. Was he a 4-star?
Well, they didn't have stars there. I would bet it was at least a 4-star.
I would guess he would be a 4-star. Yeah.
Absolutely.
But, that's what, you need some of those guys to build that. If you're at 105, everybody's on scholarship. Who's going to run through a brick wall? Right? Who on the team is going to want to run through a brick wall to help guys get better? And I think that goes back to the love of the game, right? You and I ran through brick walls, or tried. I don't think we ever. If I did run through it, it was run it again. So my son started scout team last week. Rashawn, it was fun.
Nice.
Yeah, he had a little.
Nice. I mean, that's where it starts. If if they have enough faith in you to say, "Hey, you're going to give us the look," you got to take that serious.
Yeah.
Right? Because you are why they play well on Saturdays.
Yeah. Well,
We won championship based on what we did on scout team to give the guys a look. And our deal was the look every week was different for us. It was different for us. You know what I mean? So
yeah, it was.
Yeah, Husker P says T. Fraze would have been a 5-star. Absolutely. No question.
Yeah.
No question. Quinn Sanders says this. I'm sure Notre Dame thought the same thing, Captain. Well, listen, when you go and handle your business against a team, you never go and underestimate a team. But you do go and do what you do well. And if we go and do what we do well, we need to dominate this football team.
Yeah.
This is a FCS team, Buck?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So I don't care about Notre Dame and the fact that they blew the game and got beat by FCS team. I don't care. We don't even.
They're FBS. They're rated now.
Northern Illinois, yeah.
Didn't they get rated?
Yeah, they're top 25. Remember, they beat Mike Riley's team in 2017.
Yeah.
They're not a Power 5 team.
Not a Power 4. No, it's Power 4 now.
Well, whatever.
Pac-12 is gone.
Okay, whatever. They're not a Power 4 team. And not only are they not a Power 4 team, but let's go back to something. Because I think I get it. I don't think that we're 24, right? I just think that I would have not wanted to get rated right now. I would not want to be ranked right now.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think so. I don't think we're 24 right now. I think, when we continue to dominate teams, how can you rank us based on a team that we beat that was ranked what?
Nothing.
Nothing. They weren't ranked. Yeah.
So how can we beat 100 and something based on last year? Let's call them the 100 best team in the country. We beat the 100 best team in the country, and we jumped to number 24.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, we were going into the season, I think into that game like 35th or something like that. A couple teams lost. And I think there's just more of a belief moving forward. It's not just a Nebraska thing. I think it's a Matt Rule thing, right? Matt Rule, a lot of people are picking Nebraska to have an up-and-coming year because that's what Matt Rule does in year 2 in general. So I think there's a little more going on.
I know, but Bach, I want to give Matt Rule credit, but I don't want to give Matt Rule all of the credit. I think there were some key pieces and components that still was left in the cupboard. That offensive line, for the most part, 3 of those guys have been around for a while. So let's not. And Bryce Benhart has been playing lights out. So I'm simply saying, in the grand scheme of looking at this football team, when Mickey took over, it wasn't that bad of a team. It was lack of coaching.
Mm-hmm.
Now that Coach is taking over, Coach Rule, that is, I think as a group effort and the things that he's learning, he's adjusting on the fly. He's doing the things that any great coach would do. And I'm just saying, I think they're doing it as a collective effort. Period.
Yep.
And I don't want to just give Coach Rule the juice as it's just him. I think he's a major key component, but that's how can you take away what and then you can throw it the break, but you can't take away the job that our strength coach has done. Right?
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. He's a game changer for sure.
We ain't a different team. We're a different team. Okay. Throw it the break, Bot.
All right. You're listening to the Captain here on 93.7 The Ticket. We'll be back for one more segment on Window World Wednesday.
Are you looking for affordable drinks and a great atmosphere this football season? Highball Bar has you covered. Whether it's pregame tailgating, postgame festivities, or in-game celebrations, Highball Bar is the place to be. With $4 beers, $4 mixed drinks, and more during their 4 to 8 p.m. daily happy hour, Highball Bar will quickly become your go-to place to sit back, unwind, and be your team's #1 fan. Highball Bar, located in downtown Lincoln, just 3 blocks from Memorial Stadium at 122 North 11th Street.
Tune in to 93.7 The Ticket as soon as the clock hits 0 for the Jay Foreman postgame show. Listen to expert analysis from the Husker Hall of Famer, an 8-year NFL veteran, for 90 minutes after the game. The Jay Foreman postgame show, sponsored by Anderson Ford, Tanner's Bar and Grill, Tavern 180, Elway Power Sports of Lincoln, Vinnie Kreekak of State Farm Insurance, and Action Plumbing, Heating, AC, and Electrical on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
The internet headache always starts in the contract. Buffering, hidden fees, connectivity problems, regular outages. What a pain in the asterisk. But there's a cure and a way to stay connected, headache-free with Allo Fiber. No contracts, no secret fees, no robots repeating the same thing over and over. Just fast-acting, painless internet, doctor's orders. Break free from fine print misery. Switch to Allo Fiber now to get real speed and support simplified. Visit allofiber.com/breakfree to switch today.
Disney on Ice presents Mickey's Search Party. Get closer to the magic than ever before. Play along with the Toy Story gang. Explore the colorful world of Coco. Sail away with Moana. Soar to new heights with Belle. And journey to Arendelle to thaw a frozen heart. It's an all-out celebration at Disney on Ice presents Mickey's Surge Party. Coming to Pinnacle Bank Arena September 27th through 29th. Visit DisneyOnIce.com and get your tickets today.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Underground, who has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know the baddest dudes in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and pedigree of success. Bauer, a family-friendly company who reminds you, go Big Red!
Perch Merch is your one-stop shop for all your printing and promotional needs in Lincoln, Nebraska. They specialize in screen printing, embroidery, vehicle wraps, window wraps, print collateral, promotional products, and signage. At Perch Merch, they are committed to delivering high-quality products and exceptional customer service. Their experienced team of designers and printing professionals will work with you every step of the way to ensure that your vision is realized. Call for a quote today at 402-217-5212 or go to perch-merch.com.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather, sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see mostly sunny skies, and it will be breezy and hot with an afternoon high around 91. Tonight, mostly clear skies with a low around 63. And tomorrow, we'll see mostly sunny skies return to be breezy again with the high around 89. I'm meteorologist Kyle Bucker for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. And Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
It's the fall sports season, and that means that the school year is back in session and you're planning road trips for Nebraska football games and following your kids around to their different events. Stop telling yourself you'll upgrade your car someday and do it now. Mullen Motors lot is full of great vehicles to take home so you don't have to worry about your current car struggling through another season. Come check out their lot just north of 48th and Lake and find your next ride. As your fall schedule gets busy, you'll need a reliable way to get to your destinations. Mullen Motors.
No taglines, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
Hi, Sean Callahan here of HuskerOnline.com, inviting you to join us here on 93.7 The Ticket. Every Saturday morning now in our new time, we're on from 8 to 9 with the weekly Husker Online radio show. We'll give you the latest in recruiting. We'll talk about what's going on with both football, basketball, and we'll probably share a few stories from the inside. It's every Saturday morning right here on 93.7 The Ticket. It's the Husker Online radio show from 8 to 9 a.m.
The McKinney's Irish Pub in the Haymarket is your place for English Premier League soccer. On Saturday, Arsenal tied Brighton 1-1. Leicester City lost to Aston Villa 2-1, and then Bournemouth beat Everton 3-2. On Sunday, Chelsea tied Crystal Palace 1-1, Newcastle came away victorious against Tottenham 2-1, and then Liverpool shut out Man United 3-0. The top two teams in the EPL standings right now are Man City and Liverpool, both 3-0. You can catch all these matches and more at the McKinney's Irish Pub, your headquarters in Lincoln for English Premier League soccer at 8th and P.
If you're a homeowner or a business owner, you have a lot of projects, and no one has an unlimited budget or time. Sunbelt Rentals makes all jobs less stressful with no need to purchase large equipment or hire a crew. You can do it yourself with rentals and everything from aerators and power rakes for spring yard work to stump grinders, concrete mixers, tile saws, and more. Check out their inventory in Lincoln, north of Cornhusker Highway on 56th Street, or online at sunbeltrentals.com.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. Back with Vershawn Jackson, powered by Bauer, on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
We're back here on The Captain on 93.7 The Ticket, final segment here on The Captain as we wrap up a Window World Wednesday. Todd, one final shout out to Window World Wednesday. Well, Window World, but
Window
Wednesday
World
as well, I suppose.
Wednesday, yeah. So windowworldlincoln.com. You can check us out there. 402-464-7313. Give us a call. We'll come out. We'll give you a free, hassle-free, like no pressure consultation. Get you what you want. Get some new windows, new siding, new doors, garage doors, anything. The roof, like we do all exterior. And we want to be your one-stop shop for, creating your home to look better, be better energy efficient, all those good things, especially with winter coming, right? Like keep the cold out. So if you got any of those needs, give us a call or come check us out. We are building a new showroom that's moving along pretty quickly. Hopefully we're in that. The goal was to be at the end of this month. Not 100% sure we're going to hit that, but it's out on 59th and Cornhusker. We're currently on 48th and Superior. So you can come out to the showroom now and kind of see what we have. But the new showroom is going to be awesome. So you can see all the different types of stuff that we have and in the quality of our products, right? I think that's, everybody wants quality, but they don't want to pay for it, right? They're like, how do I get the best?
It's the American way.
Call us and you get the best quality for the best price. I think that's, and we're nationally known, locally owned. I think I just saw an email that Window World has now sold over 24 million windows.
Wow.
So that's a big number. And so if we're installing that many windows, they work. They're trusted. We sell more windows than the next two brands combined. And so we're able to get some pretty cool volume discounts, right? And we pass that along to the consumer. So you're not going to see us run an ad where buy two windows, get two free. And they just, we give you our pricing. Our pricing is our pricing. There will be a little ticket discount we can throw in there if you tell us that you heard it on the ticket. We'll throw that in. That'll come out of my paycheck here at the ticket, right?
That's right.
Yes.
But no, yeah, we definitely, we have a little room here and there, and typically, we just give you our best price, and we just don't that's what it is, and that's what I like about it. Yep.
What's the average price of a ticket of a window?
Okay, so you got different kind of windows, right? So you got your standard double hung. You're looking between a double hung and a slider around $1,000 a window, right?
Okay. That's
so
installed, window, everything.
Installed, done. Now if there's certain, like if we got to completely tear out or we've got to mess with siding or things like that, like there's some things that add to that, right? But that's us coming out, professionally installing it, and then standing behind it with a limited lifetime warranty.
Oh, wow.
Right. So the glass if the glass breaks at any time in the lifetime of the window, we replace it. You know, any of the vinyl, that kind of stuff, warps, bends, we replace it. And that's lifetime. And then any of the, you know, what do you want to, the hardware, right? If the hardware breaks, we replace the hardware for life. It's just the 5 years of the labor. And so after 5 years, you just pay a service call for us to come out and fix the hardware. So we definitely have the best warranty in the industry. And we've been around, like Window World in Lincoln. I've obviously only been there since April, but it's been around for 23 years. Window World Corporate's been around for 29 years, going on 30. So, you know, you don't have your issues. Somebody's going to be around to service those windows for a long time.
So let me just get to these real quick. It says 0577 says Window World is the best. They did mine about 2 years ago. Looks great, Connor.
Thank you.
I appreciate you, Connor. Phil says, I'm with you, VJ. The ranking seems a little premature. I like to have seen them get to 4-0 first. I'm just saying, you know, we're 2-0. Okay. And I do think we probably could be ranked. For me, I'm just saying I would rather us work for it, right?
Yep.
I would now, you know, you might have guys thinking you've arrived. And then what happens if you play a game, a team plays you close that you're supposed to blow out? Now what happens? So to me, I would like to be ranked maybe 15, be 7-0, ranked 15 when we play Ohio State.
Yep.
It's not far-fetched.
Well, think about when we played, VJ, how, you know, we were never preseason number one, right?
No.
No. They even after 93, we weren't preseason number one because we had to earn it, right? So I think that kept us hungry. I would have I'm with you. I would have liked to seen another 2 weeks of, you know, of work.
Because who do we have? Who do we got? We got Illinois, and then who?
And then we go to Purdue, and then we come back to Rutgers, right? Believe I might be missing one in there.
Right.
Somewhere.
So I'm saying you beat those two Big Ten teams. We ain't even getting the Big Ten yet.
Right.
We ain't even Big Ten play. You ain't played one Big Ten game.
Well, but
Don't come telling me because the defense. Listen, I love our defense. But you know what? Proof is in the pudding. And you got to do it on the field. You earn it on the field. We haven't earned it yet. We played a lackluster second half. Stop giving us stuff. We don't want this stuff. It gives you a false sense of security. Oh, we're ranked 24th because the defense looks great. You played two bums.
Yeah, it also puts a target on our back, right?
Correct.
Right.
I wanted to fly under the radar screen right now.
Yeah.
Let's get to 4-0. I like that, Phil. 4148 says, so what team should be ranked in our place? I don't care. Any of them.
Well,
they obviously don't halfway know what they're doing anyway. What?
That's the argument, though, is that, you know, I understand that you might not, you know, want Nebraska to have earned it, right? But, you know, nationally, there's 4 teams with 1 loss ahead of Nebraska right now. Clemson already has a loss. They're ahead of Nebraska.
They did lose to Georgia.
They did lose to Georgia, but I'm saying, but, you know, you look at some of the teams, you know, just outside of the ranking. Illinois, I think you could argue with that victory over Kansas, maybe should have Nebraska's spot. I've argued that.
Yeah.
Stop it. Syracuse. You got to pick somebody. You know, and again, part of this, when I said Matt Rule, you know, part of this is on Matt Rule, is the belief in Matt Rule. I'm not saying that he's done this alone or anything, but it's the nation knows who Matt Rule is. They understand that he builds a program. I mean, part of this is Dylan Raiola. I don't think there's any argument about that. So, you know, Nebraska is a flashy, exciting program that people have been waiting for years and years to get off the mat. And so any you know, hope that they're going to get there, you know, the nation might want to believe.
Yeah, I'm just not buying that right now. Is all I'm saying. I'm just not. I'm saying, to me, we haven't proven that we're a top 25 team. That not based on these first 2 games. Now, if we dominate this week, dominate Illinois next week, or win that game, by 7, 14 points, 10 points, because we got them at home. Terrell will be getting. When is he doing the Hall of Fame deal? Is that the Illinois game, or is that next week?
That's this week. Yep,
that's this week. You handle Rutgers. Now I think you got a legitimate plight to say you should be in the top 15, but I think we got to earn it though. I want us to earn it. I don't want us just because we played 2 games to think that we arrived. We have not arrived, ladies and gentlemen. Please stop it. Okay, we will arrive when we get to Ohio State and we're 7-0, and that game is set and staged to be the biggest game again of this young Nebraska football team and Matt Rule and his young tenure at Nebraska's career. Could you imagine if we find a way to beat Ohio State? Now what?
I think you're just skipping steps, though. Nebraska's not automatically going into Columbus 7-0. They've got some teams in front of them, to include Illinois, again, who's knocking on the door of the top 25 in the same spot Nebraska is right now.
Rutgers is going
to be pretty good.
Go through the schedule. Go through the next 7 games before Ohio State. Let's just go through it real quick before we get out of here.
So we got Northern Iowa. Then we got Illinois.
Wait. You say the game, I'm going to tell you what should happen. Go ahead.
Northern Iowa.
Landslide, track meet, win.
Illinois.
Especially if you're going to tell us we're a ranked team. Ranked teams do what they're supposed to do.
Illinois is like 3 spots behind Nebraska.
Go ahead. Who?
Illinois.
Dude, we should take care of Illinois convincingly. Go ahead.
I don't know the next one.
Purdue.
All right. We're on the road to Purdue.
We should take care of Purdue convincingly.
Rutgers.
Absolutely take care of Rutgers convincingly.
At home.
Yeah. Yep. On the road at Indiana, who's outscored their opponents 108-10 in the first 2 games.
Ooh.
That game right there, to me, I think you might have said this a long time ago, that was a trap game. Somebody said that was a trap game. Now, I'm not ready to tell you who will win that game because I want to see the next 3 weeks of football. So now you have to go, okay, who does Indiana play next 3 weeks?
Indiana's got UCLA this week. I don't know if
Perfect.
It's next 3 weeks.
Yeah, but check it out for me. I mean, I guess I can look it up real quick, but I'm saying, look at who Indiana plays the next 3 weeks, right? You said UCLA. That'd be a great precursor to what we're going to do when we play UCLA, how they play them. And who else they got? Please tell me real quick. I don't want to get out of here without knowing.
Pulling it up here. Then they have Charlotte, Maryland, and Northwestern. Northwestern, the only road game among them before the Nebraska game.
So think about this setup. If both teams are undefeated going into that game, for both of those teams, that's huge. So I'm just saying, I'm not going to tell you what I would say there. Let's call that a 50-50 ball. So we're either 5-1 or 6-0 or whatever it is, 6-1 and 7-0 when we go into Ohio State. Either way, if that's our rank going in there, I like our chances.
But you spent the first half of the segment saying, "Don't put the cart before the horse. We shouldn't be a ranked team." And then the second half of the segment saying, "Oh yeah, Illinois, Indiana, Rutgers, yeah, we should beat them all."
We should. But that doesn't mean. But that doesn't mean that. I don't think that means that we should be ranked after two weeks. That's all I'm saying. Obviously, if you go to who started the season top 25. How many of those teams that started the season top 25 are not even in the 25? Okay? So it doesn't matter right now. Until they play football, you don't know. Notre Dame, what was they ranked?
Yeah, they're actually they're still ranked ahead of Northern Illinois, who beat them. But yeah, they're down to 18.
What were they ranked?
What were they ranked?
Yeah, 6 or something.
6. I think.
And by the way, for that one team we're not mentioning on that schedule coming forward, if Purdue knocks off Notre Dame this week, there's another team you got to look out for before that 7-0 start.
That's
allegedly, but who knows how good Notre Dame really is if they got beat by the team they got beat by.
Yeah.
Did beat Texas A&M though.
How good is Texas A&M?
We don't know anything after 2 weeks is what we found out.
2 weeks.
Hey, wait. Did Texas A&M win last week?
I think so. I don't think they played much of it.
Okay. Well, I'll let you get us out of here, Bob. Thank y'all for riding with us. Bob's going to get us all the way out of here. Let's see if we can do this with Euler. Power.
Bye.
Hey, ho, cut. Hey, Euler.
Yeah.
Euler, you can't be throwing up the Texas up on the show, bro.
That's not Texas.
He's rocking out.
Rocking out.
Oh, okay, cool. I just want to make sure. I didn't know what it was.
It's the wrong way. Rock out's this way.
It looked like Texas. I thought you were the enemy.
What's the first one? Underground?
Infrastructure.
We are powered
by
Bauer.
Infrastructure.
Bauer.
Underground.
Brand.
Excavating.
Shout out to our boys at Bauer, man. Thank you for riding with us, Bauer, for the last 2 years. You guys have been awesome. Thank y'all for riding with us for the last year here at the Ticket 93. We got our year September 16th, Monday night VIP party. We'll see you tomorrow.
Get rid of pesky critters once and for all with Bats to Rats. Their expert team is here to help you reclaim your home. No more sleepless nights caused by crawling critters or flapping wings. Bats to Rats ensures a safe environment for every family member. Check the website at batstorats.com for amazing offers. And if you mention this ad, you'll receive $10 off your initial inspection cost. Call Bats to Rats today at 402